WWE fans, welcome back to Fabulous Wrestling Talk WrestleMania
Part
Night
two.
2, Part 2
Yes.
for all our French speaking fans.
Yes.
But we're I'm Jeremy York back with my tag team partner Daniel Snyder. Hopefully you guys watched night 1 because that was a lot of fun. Before we even get started on night number 2, I would be remiss if I did not say happy 1 year anniversary of us doing these wrestling shows because the
Oh
first one we
shoot!
did I thought about it this morning. I was like, how did I miss that? This is when the wrestling started because we had finished up uh
The
talking
football.
football and we were like, man, let's find a way to continue this. And we kept going back and forth and you said, hey, what if we do one about WWE pay-per-views? And here it is.
And that's crazy because I was kind of talking about how in the beginning it was, it was this kind of, but now yeah, yeah. Hopefully 5 years from now we'll be in person at the events talking about what's going on.
About 5 months from now.
Let's bump it. Let's do it.
Right.
I'm
And we
down
ain't got
for it.
5 years. We're getting old.
I'm just saying at 5 years also.
Yeah. And and my present, my anniversary gift to you is that you get to see me wear this title belt. It's shined it up real nice. It's
And
not getting turned sideways, and it
oh,
is
I'm
not
about to,
going into orifices that it should not go in. It's just a nice title belt, and it happened to be within
that's a
arm's
beautiful
length,
title belt.
and it is. I need to get a nameplate.
I
I've
was about to say
never
you
gotten
need
a
a
nameplate.
nameplate at the bottom.
Like you can't do the side ones because this is such an old school belt. But
That's nice.
and that was back when I could afford those. I saw the price of these now, and there is no way that I would not only be homeless, I would not be able to keep the couch that I fall asleep on all the time.
Yeah, yeah, the price of food is that expensive as well.
Yeah, yeah, and I would have to feed 4 cats because if I leave, they go with me. But now that we got the anniversary, I want to
That's
bring that up.
wild. Love that.
Yeah, let's start with something that is off not even on our script, and the fact that something we brought up in the pre-show. Randall Keith Orton does not have a match because
Not
KO
yet.
hurt his neck. I don't know if he's going to have surgery or not, but KO hurt his neck. He is not medically cleared, which sucks. This was going to be a really cool, brutal, old school match. But, quickly we'll go through a couple possible opponents. I know you come up with some pretty fun ones. Um, I can't think of, you said Rusev. I can't think of many people that could debut that we don't already know about. Um, but I'm not going to spoil the one that you come up with that I think should be the right one because this guy happens to be in town. I believe he's wrestling right now for a different company. Like right now, the main event's going to start in a handful of minutes, I believe. But go ahead with that one.
I said Solo. Are you talking about Zilla?
No,
No, Solo. Solo's he's wrestling right now. Oh, see, I totally forgot. Yeah. Joe Hendry. I threw that out there because he's such a big star. And you have to ask, it's almost like having access to MJF and not using MJF.
yeah, or just
He
on the Impact roster alone, like Hendry's by far got to be your number one pick. But you got Moose, you've got Steve Macklin, who used to be in NXT years ago and actually was on Raw before he got fired. There's a bunch of people that make sense that could easily give Randy Orton a good match.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I mean, that's my dream match, but I truly believe it's going to be Solo. I believe that match will be set tonight. Not tonight. I'm sorry, but tomorrow night on
Yep.
SmackDown. Spoiler alert! I can see into the future. Um, so that will be Randy's opponent. Um, Randy wins. How do you let Solo win? And he's going
Yeah,
to
because
win. I'm gonna tell
yeah,
you why
because
he's
if
gonna
it's
win.
okay,
Jacob Fatu is gonna be pissed at him because of him coming out there and causing the scene after he won the United States title.
what? Okay, well, this is it's even better. I was going to say, let's not forget the Grayson Wallers and the Austin Theories. That's a whole different discussion. What if Randy Orton and Solo, or Randy Orton and Tama Tonga, either one, pick one, doesn't matter for what's going to happen. he's wrestling one of them, and the other one interferes, and so it ends in a DQ. And everybody's like, "Well, that was cheap. That was dumb." And so Fatu comes down there and breaks it up because they've already had their falling out on night one, and so he comes out and breaks it up. And so now we get Jacob Fatu and Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, and we get a cool tag match.
That'd be nice too. I feel like that could be on another PLE. That could
Or
be something
SmackDown.
that, or SmackDown. So
Yeah,
okay,
the
but
following SmackDown.
so I could see that being the seventh match. So Solo versus Randy, and Randy wins, I think.
Yeah. And then
Look,
it could set up all the rest of it later.
yes, looking at if once again, I too am looking at White Guy, and if it's set up like this,
Oh,
kind
there's
of
a match.
feel I kind of
There's
feel
a
they
match or
dropped
two
the
that is
ball.
getting done. Yeah, there's a couple getting done dirty on this one.
I feel like they should have started night two with AJ versus Logan. Could you imagine the
Mm.
fireworks that's going to be in that match? One, I used to, what, we'll talk about that match when we get to it. Let's start off with the match that's actually first. You
I
can
actually
tell
would
what it
say,
is.
I if you're looking at the same list, I would. We'll get to it in a minute, but I would say
Match
that this
five,
match should
yeah.
actually start it off.
That I once again I was looking at match five as well. Either one of
Yeah.
those, the way this is set up,
Well, because
almost
because
looks like they just do it together.
match five is basically what replaces Randy versus KO.
Yeah, yeah,
Same style match.
yeah.
That's the replacement match. And plus, like
Okay.
we said, Randy's gonna get a match or something, or a moment at least, because here we go. A particular celebrity that we said in night one we don't want to see anywhere near WrestleMania is going to show up. It could be in the back, it could be in the ring. It doesn't matter. And he's out there next to his buddy The Rock, and Travis Scott flaps his gums just a little too much and eats an
Randy
RKO, and
RKO's
no
him.
more Travis Scott.
Man, that'd be nice.
That's the because just drop that, and then you could see like Cena and Rock look down and look at each other and go, hmm,
Yeah, yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
Because he deserves to be punched or something for what he done.
Oh yeah,
But that's neither here nor there.
yeah. Wrestling's not something you can fake it till you make it. You need to know what you're doing.
Yes.
But I hope they don't start off with this because this is almost burying this match to start off with Io Sky defending her title against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. In our night one discussion, we mentioned that if Belair joins Naomi's effort and turns heel on Jade, we could see that spill over into this. I think that very much could happen. And I'll be honest, I don't want Io Sky to win this. I
I think
I
Yo's,
I, I
I'm
play
with you.
the WWE trading card game or
Yeah.
app or whatever, and they had these special ones, and you had to pick the winners, and whoever you picked, you get their special WrestleMania card. So literally, I could have picked anybody and got their special card to collect digitally, but I was like, no, let's actually pick these matches. And when this one come up, I didn't hesitate, and I hit Io Sky, and I said, give me Io Sky to win this because I don't want Bianca to win it, and Rhea doesn't need it. In fact,
You
Rhea versus
almost
Charlotte might be the next best thing.
it's like we're reading the same script here because that was exactly why I was going to say EO wins. EO has
Yeah,
been overlooked this entire push up to this match.
yeah,
Rhea does not need the title. She does
no,
not need it. She is a great performer without it. And Bianca has other stuff to do.
yeah,
Um, Io Sky, she's a great performer,
yeah,
and anybody but her winning this is a pointless. It's pointless. It makes no sense. Which
right,
at the same time means there's a good chance that one of those other two is going to win.
yeah,
But I'm saying I'm with you on that. Io Sky wins.
yeah. It just she deserves it, and like you said, Rhea doesn't need it, and Bianca is actually knee deep in another storyline. No matter which side she's going to fall on of it, or if she stays in the middle and eats it from both of it, who knows? But
The the only the only way I could see them putting the belt on Bianca is if Jade is going to come after her for interfering in her match, and then that gives Jade an opportunity for the title. That's the only way I see the belt being put on Bianca. But other
yeah,
than
I
that,
don't know if she's quite ready for that, but she's within distance to where it makes sense.
yeah, So, and I'm surprised that they're following up a women's match with another women's match. What is the? This better not be what the night two is.
They do that on Raw and SmackDown though. Like if they do a women's segment, they'll do a women's match, and they stack like a whole hour of like, or like a half an hour of like women's stuff together. And I don't know if it's okay. We have this demographic's attention right now, so we want to keep them here. We're just going to keep this theme. But yeah, this match is getting buried a little bit behind that one, even though we're talking about Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez defending the
No
women's tag
ends.
team belt against Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. All four are phenomenal,
Great
very,
performers.
very good in ring performers. All really good at what they do. I don't like just mashing up people as tag teams.
And this is
Liv
what
versus
they
Raquel works. Bailey versus Lyra, I don't know that they've ever teamed before in their life up until recently. So it just, there's so many other ways you could stack teams together. And so it tells me right now that Liv and Raquel are going to win this.
exactly what I think. And this could, I'm hoping, leads to a Bailey versus Lyra
Yeah.
for Lyra's title.
And keep in mind, there's a particular person in NXT that has kept inserting herself. Her and Bailey had it out in NXT when Bailey went to NXT for a few minutes a couple months ago. But Roxanne Perez, I believe, will be on the
I
main
love
roster sooner
Roxanne
rather than later.
Perez. I'm ready
She's
for her to be on the main roster.
There's really nothing for her to do in NXT anymore. She's getting lost in the shuffle, and she's being loud and vocal about being lost in the shuffle and like being excluded. And I was like, it's a matter of time before she's up on the main roster.
Here's a question for you. Why is it we committed a tournament to two titles? They're brand new, and neither title's being defended. The women's Intercontinental and the women's United States.
In fact, Chelsea Green's not even on the card.
Exactly. Yes, that's what I'm saying. What's going on here?
I mean, how un-American is that we can't have
Right?
the United States champion who is from Canada and her cabinet is nothing but European people, and yet we can't have her in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
She's made for Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Just like
So,
Lyra
so
should
we
be
got
defended.
you. We got you, Chelsea. We're
Yeah.
team Chelsea here.
Yes, yes. She's a great champion. But I agree with you. Liv Morgan and Rodriguez, they keep the titles. It's this is almost I don't know where else they could have put this match. Maybe
Yeah.
replaced two with four and just moved them up.
Ooh.
Like,
But
I
then
mean,
you're
if you
but then you're burying four even bigger than you are two now.
well, I mean, here's what I would have done. I would have did number three at number one at number two, number four at number three, and then number two at number four. So it would be
Or
AJ starting it, followed by the women's championship, followed
okay.
by Braun Breaker's match, and then followed by
Okay.
the women's tag team.
I like it
That's
better than what we're looking at, yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I'm just
But
because
but night two is actually the more stacked one.
yeah. I mean, it's got three, one, two, three, four title matches. And one of the non-title matches is the next match we're about to talk about, which I said should have been the first match, and that's Styles and Logan Paul.
Yeah. And that's two people that might completely burn the place down. It might be the best match of the entire night.
Yes, if not both nights, there's a chance for that. Um, I was
Yeah.
I've said this before. I was very hard on Logan Paul. I'm like, what is this YouTube
Sure.
dude coming to my wrestling?
Yeah.
But it's been more than a year, and he has showed over and over and over that he puts his body on the line. He
Mm-hmm.
does stuff. This man is athletically gifted more than almost I'd say 75% of that locker room. And
Yeah.
it might be because he didn't put his body through the indies like a lot of them had to.
Yeah.
But also he's this talented without doing indies.
Yeah. He just
AJ
picked it
Styles
up like it was nothing.
AJ Styles puts Logan Paul over here. As much as I want AJ to win because I don't I like to hate on Logan as a boo. I'd love to see a face turn because people just hate him so much. I would love to see Logan as a good guy.
He said he wants to stay a heel because it's so much fun
It's natural
routing people
for him.
out.
I think
He
it's
said,
natural.
yeah, that's what he said. He said, I'm a natural heel. I don't know that I could ever be a face because I just don't really want people to cheer for me.
Well, um, eh, maybe he'll be such a good heel that people cheer for him. But
I
I'm
think he'll
saying,
learn to like it.
I mean, I like him. I just don't like him. But I like Logan Paul wins this. AJ Styles doesn't need a win here.
He doesn't, but just for the sake of being different, so that we don't agree, because I think we're going to agree a lot more tonight than we did on the other one. Give me the Georgia boy, AJ Styles, somehow pulling this off. Phenomenal forearm or a Styles clash at the end out of nowhere. Maybe they recreate the Ricochet Logan Paul thing and they jump off either rope at each other like Marvel superhero
Yeah,
style and it's
and
forearm
if
versus
forearm
forearm
versus
and
yeah,
and
okay.
maybe they knock each other out. I don't know, but
I don't
I
think we're
think
gonna
this.
I don't think we're gonna agree on number four.
I don't know because I haven't really decided yet. So
Okay, so you're gonna see
there's a
what
couple of
my
these that
you
I
gonna
am
see my
completely
reasoning.
open on right now.
So you're gonna see
But
my reason behind my choice, huh? I got you.
um, possibly, and I mean, just because I'm wearing somebody's shirt doesn't necessarily mean that that's who I'm going with. I just wanted to wear
Okay.
somebody's shirt that was on the card, and this was one of the few I have. But yeah, I'll go Styles. Give me the Gainesville, Georgia boy there.
Okay.
Next up, I guess I could. I mean, I got some KSU stuff, but Braun Breaker is going to defend his Intercontinental Championship against Penta and Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. Um, the thing I will throw out first, and then I will throw it to you, and then I'll come back in at the end. I think this is going to be Dom's exit from the group, and the floor is yours.
100%. 100%. Dom wins his first non-tag team title here.
Mm, okay, you're
This
even
is
going
what's
that
going
far.
to happen, and this is going to be his exit is because he's going to pin Finn to win. Um, so Braun's going to spear Penta. Penta's going to be out. Finn's going to do his finisher on Braun. Braun's going to be out. Dom's going to come up. Boom. Or or Braun's spears Finn. Finn's out, and somehow Braun gets thrown out the ring, and Dom pins Finn. Something's going to happen that gets him out. Dom has slowly been turning face, dude. People have
Mm,
he's been getting
mm.
less boos and more cheers.
Well, they
Um,
turn the volume down, so he's getting less booze
less, yeah. So
because
and also
they turn it up on Gunther now. So
I could see that. This also leads into my night one. This is one of the ones that leads into night one. Um, the other one I believe was the Bianca stuff, but night one, Dom's gonna be coming to his dad's rescue here eventually to face um Chad Gable's buddy, El Grande Americano. After
I could see the Mysterios teaming up one more time.
I wouldn't even say teaming up really, it's gonna be the mass versus mass thing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And Ray's going to kind of quit to keep from having to unmask himself or something's going to happen, or Dom's going to come to his dad's defense to keep him from being from that happening.
yep, yep.
And so
And
that's
his
why
defense could be that he may be a deadbeat dad, but he's still better than Americano.
there you go. So I'm saying that Dom wins this title, wins his first singles because has yet to have a singles title, correct? So we're
Yeah.
seeing Fatu and Dominic winning their first titles.
And once again, we are slinging titles like they are TVs on Oprah's couch.
There's been rumors that there's going to be a lot of titles changing hands this WrestleMania.
I hope so, because very rarely do they ever move more than like one or two at a time.
Okay.
But that's crazy. That's to a point the direction I was going. That I think Dominic Mysterio is going to get the win. I like the Finn thing, and I figured out how we're going to do that. So Braun is going to spear Finn,
Okay.
and then Penta is going to take him out. I don't know. He jumps over the ropes or he takes them both out where they both spill out. Dominic, in his ultimate, do I still have it? No, it's on the other side of the room now. The shirt I was wearing for night one, in his ultimate Eddie Guerrero move, is going to turn around and realize
There's
I've
my
got an
opportunity.
opponent down. So he's going to get up there, he's going to frog splash, and there's your new champion. I think it's
Yes.
going to go down like that.
So this match also has another turn for night one in the manner of Gunther keeps his title. His next opponent is Braun. Braun drops his title. Gunther versus Braun. This is how Braun gets his first world title.
Yeah, but
That
coming
would
off
be
a
a
loss, see, Braun would need a win to jump into that picture.
but nah, Braun doesn't win. Doesn't lose. Braun's not involved in the pin.
Okay, I see
He
that.
loses the title by not being pinned. He's now
Or, hmm, I could do you one better. I could say that happens. So Braun loses his title without being in the finish, but instead of being Gunther's next opponent,
Jay's.
he's gonna turn bad, or Jay's gonna turn bad. You're gonna turn one of them bad, and they're gonna be each other's opponent because Braun versus Jay would actually be pretty good.
I feel like Gunther and Braun would be a lethal
That's the
match.
better match. That's the better match.
That would be so like
But that would mean Gunther's going to win. I don't think Gunther's going to win. So if we're going to keep that theme, then Jay and
got you.
Braun, I
I
think
got
would
you.
be good.
So who was it that was messing with Goldberg?
Gunther, you got to
Now
free
don't it
him up. You got to
so
take the title off of him so he's free to go against Goldberg. Because
and
Goldberg says he's got one match.
and
Goldberg
why
says I've
not
got one match.
why not it be the person that is a local boy from it, from Georgia? It's gonna be the one that takes it off of him. And
Because
he's gonna be there to kind of help him win. He's gonna be in his corner. That's what helps Braun win. And now Gunther's mad at Goldberg for being a part of that. You got to lead it up somehow.
Braun is not tall enough. I'm not saying he's short, but he's not tall enough to make it work with Goldberg. Goldberg's going to need a lot of help. And I think you're
No,
going to
no,
need Gunther to drag him through that.
I'm talking about Goldberg's going to be in Braun's corner,
Oh, in the
and
corner.
he's going to be the one that kind of helps Braun beat Gunther or something. That's what's going to cause the Gunther versus Goldberg.
Yeah, but Braun doesn't need anybody.
He doesn't, but I mean, you got to make that match happen. Though.
Well, and Braun has just a limited number of years to make this singles run because when his
It's
cousin starts wrestling, they're going to team him up,
100%. Yeah. So I mean, it's
and
time
they're
for
going to
them.
be stuck for a while.
So that might end up being a great match too. I'm excited that's night too because I'm gonna be able to watch it
That's going to be a really fun one for sure.
because I'm going to the Braves game earlier that day.
Hmm. How's that bullpen, by the way?
The whole team sucks, bro. The whole team sucks.
Yeah, yeah. As a fantasy owner of Ozzy Albies and as was it Iglesias? Yep, they are stinking up my team right now. Both of them are.
Yeah.
But anywho, let's go Mets and let's move to the next. Um, let's move to the next match, the co-main event that I said should start the night: Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. And can they have a normal singles match? Nope.
Nah.
They're going to destroy the place in a Sin City street fight. I would normally be all on Team Drew because, gosh, he needs a win so bad, and Damian could actually take the loss, and it wouldn't affect him at all. But I'm pretty sure Damian is originally from the Vegas area. I could be wrong, but I think he's from that area. So he lives in Tampa now. I know where he lives, but or roundabout. I know the neighborhood. I don't. I know his neighbors. That's how. I know that much. But I just feel like Damian is probably going to go over in Vegas. I'm looking it up now.
He's from New York.
Oh, he's from New York. Okay.
Yeah,
Why am I thinking Vegas? Does he live in
because
Vegas or something?
he was a bouncer. I guess I don't know, but
I don't know.
he was from the streets. Um, I
I don't know. Well, and that. No, I'm gonna stick with. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stick with him. It's Damien's gonna win this. Drew's gonna get screwed again. It's becoming a tradition unlike any other, almost like the Masters. Is how many ways can CM Punk and Drew McIntyre get screwed on WWE television? And Drew is actually, gosh, he's like somebody named Jeremy on a Hallmark movie. He is just the ultimate. Let's pick on him.
Um, so this was supposed to have been set up at the Royal Rumble, and then obviously the LA Knight thing happens. So they had
Mm-hmm.
to set it up at the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit off of we got 6 minutes, so I'm gonna make it fast. Just a little bit off, of course. LA Knight said he knew nothing about it. He got to the back, knew he found out the dude had left because I was reading something about, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh well." But I'm going Drew McIntyre. Drew wins. Drew, I figured that's good for us to go opposite here because I kind
Yeah, in the
of
same
wonder.
way I took AJ versus when you took Logan. I mean, we feel the same way about both these guys.
Yeah, I could
I
see it
kind of
going either
hope
way.
Drew wins, but I just feel like he's gonna get screwed again.
Yeah, but both of these guys are in limbo right now. I don't know what they're going to do with them after.
Yeah, I I
Yeah,
really don't know. I think the winner could be a future opponent of the Raw champion, but I could also see that being the complete opposite.
or maybe future matches against John Cena.
Yeah, maybe so. Now we
Speaking
move to
of
the main
which,
event.
yeah, Cody
Uh,
versus John.
Cody versus John. Let's even put
E
this in perspective. My mom, who is not a wrestling fan, she is just a fringe wrestling fan because she grew up in a house full of me, my brother, and my dad. Um, was talking earlier, and she said that even her friends down at the places they hang out and listen to music and stuff like that, were talking about Cody versus John, and like Good Morning America or something had Cody Rhodes on it, and all they wanted to talk about was John Cena this morning, and so that's what me and my mom talked about, and I kind of gave her the backstory of this whole thing. And the other thing to keep in mind before we say who we think's going to win or anything is what are the odds that Cody could actually flip and join The Rock and screw John Cena, and John Cena goes back to being face.
So I'd say that would line exactly up with what could happen here because the way that they fumbled this it's been historical.
We're
Uh,
talking Leon Lett on the 1 yard line fumble.
this is the Seattle Seahawks not handing the ball to Marshawn Lynch and throwing the ball interception
Yep.
turnover.
Oh yeah.
Um, this is the worst lead up to a main event I've ever seen.
This is
They
28 to
had
3.
they had the perfect scenario. The way this was started, I was like,
Yeah.
you can't mess this up. I'll be damned. They messed it up. Horrible. You have not seen The Rock. They
No.
haven't mentioned anything about anything. The Rock has not been mentioned. You went almost 3 weeks without Cody even getting any payback. Um, I'm not
Well, I
excited
think he
about
was
this
injured. I
match,
don't think he was medically cleared. I think that was part of it.
but you can always kick him in the gut, go move. Like,
Yeah.
um, not I'm not excited about this match. I really don't care.
No.
Um, I'm picking John Cena because I want him to win so he breaks Ric Flair's record and just to see um what I, to see CM Punk or Randy Orton with the title. Because John Cena winning it's going to end up dropping it to one of those two guys.
I like the Punk winning. Randy is unless Randy's chasing John Cena as far as the world title record, which I don't think he is, then I think
Well, he
CM
wants
Punk versus John Cena makes a lot of sense at like SummerSlam.
yeah. Well, they both John Cena and Randy both want one more match with each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe, it doesn't have to be for a title. But yeah, John Cena wins. I don't care about the match. I hope they do something tomorrow night that makes me care about the match. I hope they um I hope something happens, man. I hope something happens on night one of WrestleMania. Something at the beginning of night two. Um Yeah, dude. Who
Here we
you
go.
got?
Over under 2.5. Number of people not scheduled for this match that
Interfere?
interfere.
Over.
I think so. I think it's at least three or four.
I don't. I was about to say. I didn't even say over 3.5. I think there's going to be four people. There will be a heel turn that we don't see coming.
Like I said, I like the double switch. You know, they're about to induct the biggest double turn of all time, Stone Cold and Bret Hart at SummerSlam, that match into the Hall of Fame. Well, why not do the double switch here, make Cody bad, and make John Cena good, and restore all that's wrong with the world?
Cody said he doesn't want. They offered Cody the opportunity to be the
They did.
and he turned it down. He didn't want to be. I think he wouldn't allow that either.
With now that come out, wouldn't it be the perfect time to just go ahead and do it anyway?
That is a good call. That is a good call. That would be interesting. But hey, so who you saying wins?
I got Cena all the way. Not
Okay.
just because I want Cody to lose it, but because I want that record done. I want John Cena to have it the same way I wanted Ovechkin to beat Gretzky, because records are made to be broken. If the next generation is not breaking the previous records of that
What are we
generation,
doing?
then that means they're not getting better. We should
Yes.
constantly be getting better. I want to see somebody break Cena's record. I want to see somebody break Ovechkin's record. I want to continually keep getting better, because if you have a record that stands for 50 years, that means everybody sucks.
The only record I didn't want to see broken. I'm glad I didn't see it with Bruno's heavyweight championship because I don't want to see one person having the title for that long.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense now.
Yeah, but we got less than a minute, probably about 45 seconds. Guys,
About
watch
20.
the show, right? Watch the show, guys. We appreciate y'all viewing in.
Yep, absolutely. Night number two in the books as far as our preview. We'll be back next week to do all this. He's Daniel Snyder. I am Jeremy York. We're the tag team champions of WWE Media. We will see you guys next week to talk about all the fun action. Until then, deuces, gooses. Go watch
Another two
WrestleMania.
show, another two shows for the winners.